What's up guys, Zeenigami here, and let's finally go through the Chaos Difficulty Dorry Coliseum. Somehow I just completely missed ever doing Dorry's Chaos Difficulty. I don't know, I just didn't do it. Round 1 will be versus Kuro. Kuro is a quick character. He is going to preemptively reduce our attack for 4 turns. So that means you're either going to have to take hits from him or just slowly kind of hit him. He will attack every single turn for about 6,000 damage, which means he does hurt pretty hard. The best thing to do, however, is to use this sexy little guy that I keep reminding you about, the Dex zombie knight. Can't remember his name. The reason we're going to be using him is he's going to delay enemies and reduce our attack for 2 turns, which means if we use him on stage 4, then attack, we'll still have the attack down debuff whenever we get into Kuro, but as soon as it's our turn, the attack debuff will be gone, which means we'll have our full attack again. Now I'll see you guys again on stage 4. Alright, on stage 4, we're going to use the green general zombie. That will lower our attack value for 2 turns. And we'll throw away some of our orbs here, trying to get some more Dex orbs. Ending our turn will put us to a 1 turn. And this preemptive attack, Kuro will deal 6,600 damage. Prevent delay. Blow away all his units and try to lower our attack. But since our attack is already lowered, that is completely ignored. And since preemptive attacks count as a turn, as soon as the preemptive is over, we completely lose that attack down, which means we are at full attack damage, making Kuro very, very easy. So if you have Kuro, or if you have a green general zombie that I tell you guys to save the green general zombie for, it's fights such as this one. Exactly why we're bringing a zombie. Makes him so much easier than if you do not have the green general zombie, because now we get our full attack value. Using Double Finger or 3-Day 2-Year Zoro or Koza or anything like that, easily blow them away. Round 2 is gonna be versus the Destroyers. They are 3 strength characters, all with 850,000 hit points each. They're not too dangerous until you leave one of them alive, and depending on which one you leave alive, they do something terrible to you. So we're gonna be using a double NL team. Remember, if you're using a double NL team, that your special levels don't matter at all, because you can always just stall literally forever on whatever turn you want to do. We'll see you on the final boss. Alright, against the 3 Destroyer dudes, they will each tell you what they would do, I believe, if you left them alone. But what happens is they have 850,000 hit points each. We're going to use Mihawk right away. We're also going to go ahead and use Go Up on Usopp right away. The name of the game is to not leave any one of them alive. If you leave this guy on the top left alive all by himself, so you're saying you kill the bottom 2 characters, he will lock your team. This guy will boost his own defense quite greatly, and this guy, if you leave him alive, will attack you for 50,000 damage. Ouch. And that's as soon as he's the last one alive. As soon as his turn starts, he'll preemptively attack your 50,000 damage. Besides that, this axe guy will attack for 7,500. This one attacks for 3,800, and this one attacks for 12,000. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to kill this one first, and then after that, get the other 2 guys lower, and try to burst them down later on. Or maybe I'll kill the middle guy first, because he is only a 3-turn cooldown, and I can work on killing the other 2 around the same time. Boop, boop, and boop. Come on, give me some good orbs. Ooh, that's not bad. Sure, alright. Let's use our specials. We use Kaku, we use an L. We'll use 1,000 Sunny. And as long as I don't kill 2 people, then we're good. I just want to get them. I want to kill one and leave the last 2 alive. Good, good. And then this round 2. Ooh, not good orbs. I can get 1 orb on my Kizaru. That'll be good enough, probably. Let's find out. I could play it safe and wait until next turn, but I don't want to play it safe. I want to just kill everything now. So attack 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. There we go. So as long as you take out and don't leave one alone, just take them out together. Round 3 is going to be against Zoro. Round 3 is gonna be versus Zoro. Zoro has 5.2 million hit points, so we're gonna be using a double Dex Zoro team with one of our subs being Shiki and with Sabo as a sub. If you don't have Sabo, you can use anyone else instead of Sabo. You can use a nice strong attack booster like 3-day 2-year Zoro or something like that, or a percent health reducer like a Duval. And then onto Zoro. I've got a bunch of red orbs, which isn't what I want. Zoro has 5.2 million health. He attacks normally for 7,900 damage, but once you get him below 70% health, which is right about here, he will silence your yellow and purple characters for 99 turns. Once you get him below 50%, he will silence your red characters for 99 turns. And once you get him below 30%, he will silence your green and blue characters for 99 turns. And he'll do that in order of whichever one he's closest to. If you get him like right here, he's just below 50% health. He'll skip silencing the yellow characters and he'll silence first the... well, I'm going to actually get him probably lower than 30 maybe. So I'm going to go ahead and burst him this turn. Even though I only have... I'm only going to have 2 matching orbs, I should be able to get him pretty low. I don't want to risk him silencing characters I don't want to silence. So we'll use all of our specials now. Sabo, Dofi, and everybody. So green will go here. And red will go here. And use our Shiki to give our Shiki and the Doflamingo extra damage. Because Shiki's really good and really cool. We'll get him maybe down to right at 30% health with this setup. Let's see how low we get him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Just below 20%. So now he will silence our characters. He's going to silence our green and blue because he just passed the 30. And once you get him past 70% health, he'll start attacking for 13,000 damage instead of the just under 8,000 damage. But with Sabo's special and a little bit of orbs, you can take him down easily on the second turn. Otherwise, with Golden Pound Usopp, you've got 5 more turns to kill him. So Zoro, 5.2 million health, really big, really intimidating. Use Golden Pound Usopp, Sabo, and some other, or Duval or someone else to reduce his damage. Hey, it's a piece of cake. Round 4 is gonna be versus Cricket. Cricket is a side character, and he will preemptively limit our damage dealt to him to only 200,000 damage per attack. So that means you can't use things like Doflamingo to help burst him down a really big amount, but you can still use things like percent damage cuts, and you can use things like a Blackbeard friend, which is what we're gonna use. We're gonna use a Blackbeard friend, and we're going to use a Pika captain, just because Blackbeard is also a powerhouse character. And remember, with a Blackbeard captain, as long as you have a fighter, a slasher, a striker, and a shooter on your team, you can have characters with multiple classes, but at least a fighter, slasher, striker, and shooter, then all your characters get boosted by Blackbeard. And Pika boosts all your powerhouse characters. And on Cricket, here's his preemptive limiting damage to 200,000 damage. Remember once again that percent health cuts like Pika or Mihawk or Whitebeard all work, but things that deal a large amount of damage will not work. Those will be limited to 200,000. So if you try to use a Inthawk special, that'll be limited to 200,000. And if you try to do a large burst turn like using a Doflamingo turn, that will be limited, so that way all of your attacks will get limited to 200,000 damage each. Now he does only have 2.32 million hit points, so you could possibly kill him down before that with his damage limiter. But if you get him below 50% health, he will summon 2 new guys. He'll summon Mashira and Shozu. I don't know how his name translates. He'll summon Mashira and Shozu. So what we're going to do is we're going to get him as close to 50% as we can, and then that's what we're going to burst. Now for our team, we don't have to worry about that 200,000 damage limiter, but for other teams you will. So try to use things like Sabo. Those work really well. For our team, we're just going to get him down 200,000. Then use our Blackbeard, use our Pika. This is when you'd also want to use your Mihawks or whatever else. Shoujo, I guess his name is the gorilla's name. So a little bit closer to that 50%. And looking for orbs. He only attacks for 4,000 damage up until then, so it's not too much of a concern to take hits from him. There we go. Those are good orbs. So, Blackbeard, 30% health cut. Pika, matching orbs. Changes badly, matching into matching. Nightmare Luffy does a little bit of damage. Is also a powerhouse fighter to activate Blackbeard. Zephyr boosts his own damage. And Smoker for a 1.75 times orb boost. Pretty good. Which all that makes Cricket go down without too much of a fight. I'm not even going to get to my int characters. There you go. Cricket's down. Next stage is going to be good old Dorry. Finally, on round 5, we're going to face off against Dorry. Don't forget, on round 4, we're still going to get Cricket. The team we're going to be using is a double Zephyr team. Zephyr's up here. There we go. Double Zephyr team. Let's see if I can get one with some heal return on it, because I am going to need to take a bunch of hits. You guys aren't the Zephyrs I want. I guess we'll just take the orb matching cooldown reduction 1. So we're taking double Zephyr. Age ship is really nice because we're going to need extra hit points. Heraclesion is going to be there to help manipulate orbs. You can replace Heraclesion with Psy and Nell, so you can get another type booster in there too. Psy attack boost in there. Hancock, very nice to give us extra damage. If you have like Stronghold Frankie, you can slap a Stronghold Frankie in instead of like a Hancock or a Heraclesion here for one of those two. And then Golden Pump Usopp will help us with round 4, and Mirage Temple Nami will be for against Dorry. Round 4 will be versus Cricket. Cricket has much less health than he had before, but he will still limit our damage that we deal to him to 200,000 damage. We are going to get him low, then use our Zephyr, and then we're not going to use our Golden Pump Usopp until after he summons the 2 guys, because we're not going to be able to kill him right off the bat with our current team we're using against him. We will get him low. He still only attacks for 4,000 damage, which isn't too bad. And take a couple hits happily. And next turn, hopefully we'll get a couple better orbs than we have right now. We don't get him below 50% yet. Alright. Good. We'll Zephyr here. Get him as low as we can. And remember, our 200,000 damage limit is still in effect, so their 200,000 damage stops. Summon more guys, boosts his attack, and skips his attack. That's when we Golden Pound Usopp. And we take them out in these 6 turns we have. You should have enough damage to take them out. And remember, you still have 1 turn of the Zephyr attack boost. So make sure you take full advantage of that Zephyr attack boost. Just in case you didn't know, that 200 damage limit does apply to the monkeys as well. And the only health we need is we want to have over 10,000 hit points when we go into the next stage. So as long as you have over 10,000 hit points, you don't need to eat any more food. Doesn't matter anymore at this point. If you need to, you can use Heraclesion early on this stage, because by the next time you need Heraclesion for the last stage burst, you'll have him ready again. Against Dorry. So if you need to use Heraclesion to get yourself some better orbs, you can absolutely use it. I got the food, I might as well use it. If you have 20,000 hit points, you can try to take 2 hits from Dorry. But I'm just gonna try to find some more matching orbs here so our turns go a little bit faster. So you get some Psy orbs? No. I can hear a train outside. Choo choo. Alright, against Dorry. Dorry has 3.2 million hit points. He will prevent all delay against him, so no Golden Pump Usopp here. What we're going to do is we're going to take our first hit from him. If you have, he will attack for 10,200 damage while he's above 50% health. If you have more health than 20,000, you can take 2 hits from him. But I'm just going to plan on taking the singular hit here. I'm attacking in not quite the right order, but it's okay. We'll take the first hit, Mirage Temple Nami the second hit, or you can do it the other way around. You can Mirage Temple Nami this hit, and then take the second hit. Does not matter. If your Mirage Temple Nami is a low enough cooldown, you can conceivably stall long enough to take a second hit with Mirage Temple Nami, but that's unlikely. We're gonna get him down to as close to 50% as we can. Oh, I don't need it. I don't need to eat food. I still have the reaction to eat food. So this turn we'll take a hit. And just keep getting him lower. Through the power of regular attacks. So like I said, at this point if I wanted to, I could try to heal up past 10,000, which shouldn't actually be too hard. But I don't need to. We're just going to push him down. Because once you get him below 50%, he'll actually skip his attack. So get him lower. Below 50%, he'll skip his attack and he'll start boosting his damage for 2 turns. After 2 turns, he'll attack you for 30,000 damage. And this is when we want to use our Zephyr and want to use our Hancock to finish him off. Heracles in case you get bad orbs. Unfortunately, my first turn I want to burst got bad orbs. Hancock sets our chain to 2.5. Zephyr boosts our attack. And then we got 2 more turns to finish off Dorry. If you got an orb booster here, this is exactly where you want to use that orb booster. And woo, thank goodness I got 1 more matching orb on my Hancock. And goodbye, Dorry. So even without that matching orb, I would have been okay. Oh man, the berry bag drop. Dorry is an okay character. Dorry's special ability is especially nice in that he works in conjunction with Brogy. Dorry and Brogy, what they do is that if you use both of their specials together, they also have one of the only usable tandems in the game. So what Dorry does, Dorry is a slasher powerhouse character. He will max out at 1,000 attack, not the highest attack in the game. His captain ability boosts the attack and hit points of powerhouse characters by 1.5 times. But his special ability and his tandem ability, what his special ability does is it will boost the attack of powerhouse characters by 1.5 for 1 turn. And if you use it at the same turn as you use Dorry's special, it will instead boost the attack of powerhouse characters by 2 times. So Dorry and Brogy use their special ability, boost the attack of powerhouse characters by 2 times together. Their tandem ability, which if you've never used a tandem before, what happens is if you have Dorry and Brogy on the same team, one of them has a tandem orb, then you attack with a tandem orb guy. You have to attack with Dorry first, then Brogy. It'll say 1, then 2 in little bubbles popping up. You attack with those 2, then for the rest of your turn, you will boost the attack of powerhouse characters by 1.4 times, which is a fun little tandem, but unreliable and really hard to use. So Dorry and Brogy, kind of fun, decent stat characters, not the best. Like I said, only 1,000 attack. And their special abilities are nice if you don't have any other powerhouse attack boosters. Guys, that is the entire Dorry Coliseum. Hopefully you can get him. I'm Zeenigami. Thank you so much for watching, and y'all stay beautiful.